This is Copper 90, and these are the top 10 players available on a free transfer. At 10 is Yaya Sanogo, a boy who we were all very excited about for a while until he disappeared without a trace. Sanogo has spent the last few seasons out on loan at Crystal Palace, Charlton and Ajax, notching goals here and there, but nothing of too much note. Sanogo spent the 2016-17 season at his parent club Arsenal, but didn't feature in a game until an under-23 fixture against Spurs in March. Sanogo's lack of game time this year is worrying, but his pace, youth and record in France with Auxerre could lead to someone taking a chance on the youngster. At 9 is Klaas-Jan Huntelaar. Have you ever seen Klaas-Jan Huntelaar have a decent game? Have you? We're not sure we have, but his goal-scoring exploits at clubs dotted around the European peninsula suggest otherwise. Huntelaar has scored over 309 goals in 532 career appearances, with the vast majority of them coming at Ajax and Schalke. Huntelaar hasn't been happy at the Bundesliga side this year and is ready to move on, although he's ruled out a move to, in his own words, some club in the desert, China or Turkey. Back to Holland for their new class, you goal-scoring weirdo. At 8 is Football Manager cult classic hero Keisuke Honda. Honda has plied his skillful trade at football clubs around the world, making his debut as an 18-year-old for J-League big boys Nagoya Grampus, before moving on to VV Venlo in the Eredivisie, CSKA Moscow in the Russian Premier League, and has been at AC Milan since Clarence Seedorf brought him into the San Siro fold back in 2014. With his quick feet, banging free kicks and worldly experience, Honda, who is still only 30, can expect a decent side to have a tinkle for him during the summer. At 7, charging in like a bull at a tomato party, is everyone's favourite sweet-hearted centre-back Pepe. Pepe has been tearing La Liga's centre-forwards into little pieces and stamping them into the ground for 10 years now, and has gathered a shed load of trophies to show for his snarling efforts. With his contract coming to an end in June, and Jose Mourinho looking for another reckless defender to partner Eric Bailly at the back, a little trip to Manchester might be on the cards for the Portuguese international. At 6 is Fernando Torres. Torres has had a nice enough time at Atletico Madrid since moving back home during the 2015 season, and by the time you watch this, he might have signed for another season at his boyhood club. The lovely Fernando has slotted home 28 times in 80 appearances for Simeone's boys across the last 2.5 years, and fittingly banged one home in Atleti's last game at the Vicente Calderón. With rumours of a potential move to the Malaysian Super League side Johor DT quashed, Fernando's options look very open. At number 5 is Pablo Zabaleta. The swashbuckling Argentine fullback has been loyal to the blue half of Manchester for 9 years now, and after making 322 appearances for the club, winning 2 league titles, the FA Cup and 2 League Cups, it's time to say goodbye. An emotional send-off after his last game at the Etihad included a video tribute from City's favourite naughty son, Mario Balotelli, and a guard of honour from his teammates. Zabaleta may well be heading back to Spain with blue blood in his veins and a big old stack of right-back experience to give any potential suitors. At 4 is Daniele De Rossi, a 5th-class Italian knight. We don't understand either. De Rossi has been a walking transfer rumour for his entire career, but has always stayed faithful to Roma, where he's finished as a runner-up in Serie A 7 times. Still able to play anywhere in the midfield or even as a sweeper if required, he's still only 33 and as a World Cup winner with 112 international caps would be an incredible signing for clubs fighting for honours on 3 or 4 fronts. At number 3 is Lucas Leiva. He hasn't officially said he's leaving Liverpool, but with Klopp needing to overhaul the squad at Anfield, the writing might be on the wall for the club's current longest serving player. He's been quietly brilliant since replacing the injured Jordan Henderson, is a true leader and one of the game's genuine nice guys. Brendan Rodgers is said to be keen on taking him to Celtic to help them compete in Europe, while Chris Hughton wants to add his experience at Brighton. At 2 is Mario Balotelli. Any man who lets off fireworks in his own bathroom is alright by us, and despite his horrific stint at Liverpool, Mario has had a belt of a season in France with Nice. Screaming volleys, 30-yard curlers, towering headers, he's gone through the full repertoire, and it's nice to see him playing with a smile on his face. He might have no chance of joining a genuinely big club again, but with the right manager, he'll do some serious damage and force his way back into the Italian team. And the number 1 player available on a free transfer this summer is a man who sees passes, runs and lines that nobody else on the pitch can even comprehend. It's Andres Iniesta. Iniesta moved to Barca's La Masia complex when he was 7, made his debut at 18 and has spent the 15 years since, and making Barcelona's midfield hunt to the sound of his athletic artistry. Put simply, he's a sensational footballer. His bulging collection of 32 trophies and the fact that he's still only 33 make him an incredibly attractive proposition for the best sides across the world. He's made 26 starts this year, picking up 5 assists and 1 goal, and Serie A's old lady Juventus is already enticing the influential Spaniard across the border for a late career reunion with his ex-teammate Dani Alves. That was our top 10 players available on a free transfer. If you think we missed any, leave a comment below, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Copper 90. Ta!